Hello, I'm going to be talking about the weaponisation of children in our society here, but mostly among Muslims. But first, I am going to tell you that I shall be awarding the Crocodile Feeder of the Week collectively to a community college in Leicester. Judge Meadow Community College, to be precise, and this time there won't be any particular face on there because it's the whole college. But I'll get to that in a minute. I'll start with a friend of mine who has a daughter who lives in Manchester. And of course, her children go to local schools there. One of her girls came home saying that a Muslim girl in her class was asking her classmates to sign a petition. When my friend's granddaughter was asked to sign it, she had enough good sense to ask to see the petition before she put her name to it, and the girl refused to show it to her. The granddaughter then, when she got home, she reported that to her mother, that is my friend's daughter, and her mother reported it to the school. And a couple of days later, they got back to her to say that the petition was in support of the Gaza-Palestine thing. I don't know in quite what way. And they'd had a word with the girl's parents, who had professed themselves shocked. I doubt they were. The petition wasn't just a sheet of paper, it had some sort of printing on it as well. So there was some sort of official document there. And that's what made the little girl suspicious in the first place. But the school didn't do much about it. The principal said there'd been a warning against doing it again. But then some of the girl's schoolmates said that this Muslim girl had actually forged their names on the petition. And it doesn't look like much happened about that either. I can't believe there was any sort of strength of action there. However, that subject does lead into other incidents at schools recently. I'll remind you of the school in Batley. I already discussed it in a previous video. The school was mobbed and a teacher, a religious studies teacher, was threatened with death because he showed this cartoon in a religious studies class. I seem to remember it was in the context of how people take offence at religious lampooning. Well, that was a lesson and a half, wasn't it? It was something like that. The teacher was suspended and went into hiding. He had to go into hiding. He got his job back last week, I hear. But, well, job done, really, isn't it? Because the man was forced to abase himself with a grovelling and humiliating apology and won't dare open his mouth again, so suitably brought to heel. And neither will any other teacher tiptoeing around the fragile sensibilities of any Muslims in the school. Then, recently, a head teacher at a school in Leeds. Leeds isn't that far from Batley. Actually, I've always regarded Batley as a sort of village suburb of Leeds. It can't be more than 10 miles away. Anyway, the head teacher of the Allerton Grange School in Leeds, one Mike Roper, wouldn't let Muslim students wave Palestine flags in the school because he said it was an intimidation of other pupils there, and particularly the Jewish ones. There is a fair-sized Jewish community in Leeds. I suppose some of the kids must attend Allerton Grange School. Whatever, Mr. Roper's prohibition on flag waving caused a by now predictable uproar and another demonstration. And Mr. Roper ended up abasing himself and making a humiliating apology for his, and I quote, foolish mistake. Hang your head in shame, Mr. Roper. Which apology, by the way, was graciously accepted by a lady called Yasmin Ahmed, representing the Muslims at the school. But wait, there's more. Here's a little vignette from a school in Leicester. Let's bring that up now. Here we go. I think that's probably enough, don't you? Well, that was from a school in Leicester. You know Leicester. That's the place where they found the body of Richard III. Now is the winter of our discontent made glorious summer by this son of York. Or words to that effect. Anyway, they found him under the tarmac of a council car park. Richard III died in 1400, which means it took 620 years to find the body. So, you Americans still have a chance of finding Jimmy Hoffa, don't you? Anyway, those people dancing behind me are the staff of Judge Meadow Community College, all capering to Tony Christie's Amarillo, which I can't play because of YouTube's attitude to copyright, which is a bit of a shame. But you literally get the picture, don't you? They look like a real bunch of nice guys and very happy, and no doubt they're great chaps, but they all had sense enough to stand aside and stop dancing when this happened. And you will, of course, notice that the students are not just chanting Free Palestine, they are also calling Allahu Akbar, the well-known Muslim war cry. Yes, it's not just praise of God, it is a war cry. It means God is greater than your God. Well, Allah is greater than your God. And all of this leads me to wonder how long all those nice teachers will be allowed to carry on dancing along the corridors of that particular school, because you don't know what next these guys are going to take offence at. Say it starts with cartoons, but it will end up with music and dancing. Of course, it's offensive. And they don't want to do anything about it, so they let these kids rip, and that's why all these nice people collectively are getting the Crocodile Feeders Award of the week. So there it is. But there's more to this video than just giving an award to Judge Mead's school, Judge Meadow School, whatever it's called. Let's see, what's it called? Judge Meadow School, sorry. My apologies, Judge Meadow. Please don't mob my house. What I'm talking about beside the award is not so much the Islamization of our school system, although that does appear to be happening, but even more, I'm talking about the weaponization of children in order to do that. Look, it's specifically Muslim children, obviously. We can't just sort of pretend that's not happening. And when kids demonstrate, like those kids in Leicester, what can people do? It's a difficult situation. Bringing in the heavy squad is just bad optics, and I'm afraid that's what the fanatics are counting on. The fact that most good people don't want to start bringing in heavy-handed techniques to deal with this sort of thing. From that kid in Manchester forging signatures on a petition for a Muslim cause to those kids taking over the school hall or whatever that place was in Leicester, Judge Meadow Community College, the schools do nothing because they don't want to appear to be acting badly to children. Anyway, Judge Meadow, here's your award. Enjoy. Why not treat yourself or a favoured relative or friend to these magnificent examples of merch? The mugs and t-shirts come in the Graniopteryx design or Grambo with a firearm or the more deadly knitting needles. Go to www.graniopteryx.com and whatever platform you're watching this on, please click like, subscribe and share.